Yoooo, welcome to Yoooo Podcast. My name is Breeze, and on this podcast, we share with you important topics that's going on in today's society and share with you the real life experiences we go through on a daily and have been through. We speaking nothing but the truth of our lives. We want to share with you, the viewers. So hit that like and subscribe button and tune in for nothing but the real. All right, so in this episode, I felt it'd be important to tell you, the viewers, a little bit about myself and the background, especially with everything that's going on right now in the whole Ukraine versus Russia situation. I felt this will open the door for some great conversation today, which give you a little insight on who I am. I have some very special guests here with me today who I had a chance to sit down with and help me share some of their experience and their truth. I will let them introduce themselves today. Who we got here today? Yo.
Yo, my name's Alex Omwat. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm Haitian, Sac Passe.
305.
Say that, yo. I'm 12-year veteran, United States Marine Corps, URA. Now I'm a massage therapist. I promote health, mental wellness, just all well-being.
Okay, I'm an Army person myself, so we're going to say who. We got Jamal. Let's say
I'm Jamal Kearney, a.k.a. Ramal Anubis Musa. I'm an entrepreneur, fitness influencer, motivator, inspiration, God, whatever you want to perceive me as. Just make sure it's peaceful and positive and organic.
God. You feel me? That's a God when you step to him. You got that ghost light.
Yes, sir. You know, entrepreneur, owner of Ghost Light.
Whoa.
That's the brand. Slight Fitness Apparel, www.ghostlight.com.
Check
Go
them
grab
out, check
that.
them out. So, Alex, why we got you here today? So, we're going to be speaking on the military, you know. So, why did you choose the military?
You want to go alphabetical order?
Yeah, let's go.
Why did I choose the military? Good question. Sometimes I think back on it and I feel like the military chose me because growing up, military was never really on my mind. In fact, every time I did see a commercial or a movie or maybe a recruiter might have approached me, I was like, nah, I ain't about it. You know, this ain't for me. I'd rather stick to my video games and cartoons. But you know, after taking the time to listen to the recruiter, which you approached me during my senior year, you know, closing into graduating, you know, I started to think. You know, that's that time where I think I would assume a lot of people start thinking about their future. Better late than never is what I would say.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so move forward. What I'd say he got my attention with was that the military wasn't all about guns and, you know, kicking down doors and, you know, what you see on, say, like Private Ryan or your famous war movies, like Jarhead maybe.
Facts.
And yeah, it had a lot of opportunities where you can learn a new skill, you can travel the world, you know, meet many different people, networking, you know, security as in a steady check with the medical and dental. It had a lot of perks to it, a lot.
A lot of perks.
Yeah. And growing up in Miami, it's easy to say that, you know, I didn't, lack of a better word, I didn't have much, but of course I'm grateful for all that I've gotten and been through. But it's just like, what I'm saying is like the window of opportunity just seemed a lot smaller at the time. So when the recruiter approached me, I started to see a bigger picture as to where I can go. So, you know, that's why I chose the military.
Okay, cool. Same like me, if I chime in a little bit. I am a veteran myself. Like you said, the Army kind of chose me. I just didn't really see myself flipping burgers at the time. Fresh out of high school, didn't want to flip no burgers. And I'm gonna say this, college is not for everybody, especially if your mind is not there. Don't force yourself into something that is not. And like, it wasn't there for me. I just did 12 years of school. So I was like, I won't do that. And a lot of my friends was kind of getting caught up in that life cycle as far as the streets. I didn't really want to participate in that either. It was cool, but I knew that's a dead end. So, you know, my mom kind of told me, hey, you try to do the army, do something, you know. Behind their back, I was like, okay, I don't know. But I did choose it, you know, like I said, it kind of chose me, you know. Because funny story, I just kind of ran the recruiter, you know, and it was like, okay, we could offer you this, offer you that. I'm like, what comes with that though?
Yeah.
You know? So, like I said, it kind of chose me also because I just didn't want to really go down certain paths, you know, flip burgers, do stuff like that. So, most definitely. So, how many years you did?
I did 12 years.
Ooh, way more than me.
Yeah, I did 12 years. So DD-214, I mean, for those who don't know what it is, it's basically like your discharge paper, and you know, depending on your how you got discharged, of course, dishonorable, other than honorable, or honorable, you know, you get certain benefits outside the military. But I served 12 years, and you know, to add on to what you were saying, Bree, like I was working too. At the time I was working at Walmart, and truthfully, looking back on it, it probably wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Because you know, because I was really young. I was what, 18, 19, but you know, things were still kind of slow for me at the time. You know, I didn't think you know, I was moving fast enough. So, you know, like I said, the recruiter called and it was like, come check it out. But, you know, in my 12 years, I learned a lot. I was doing like many different things other than, you know, what my MOS was, my military occupational specialty, what MOS stands for. And I was an automotive technician, diesel,
okay.
yeah.
I'm a 42 hour. Human resources. Paper pusher.
Okay.
I can tell y'all why the military didn't choose me.
Why the military choose you, cuz?
The military didn't choose me because I didn't like authority.
Yeah.
I mean, Bree, you know, we grew up together. So, in my
Uncle
household,
Steve.
it's like my family was just, it was damn near like the military.
Yes.
Like, you couldn't do shit without permission.
Without permission.
You can't
anything.
do
I would go outside.
without
anything.
permission. It was just locked down.
Inside or outside.
Locked down, you know. And it had its pros and cons. It had its pros and cons, but I just knew I was done getting told what to do.
But outside the military, cuz you was able to experience different places though, huh?
Yeah, I was still able to get around and see the world off my own behalf. And that was cool. That was cool. You know, that's some of the pros and cons that I did like about the people who did go to the military. A lot of my friends, they got to go see the world. You know, even though they were just stationed there and they were working, but they still got to see other things, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And some of the small shit impressed me about the military. Even I knew that wasn't like the main reason why you were there, but some of like, I would say like their obstacle course. I always wanted to go do a damn military. I always wanted to do a damn military obstacle course.
You experienced the night course.
Yeah, we do it's called Crucible.
Yeah.
In boot camp, we did that, and I'd have to say it's probably like one of the worst times of my life.
My worst was that gas chamber, bro. I hated the gas chamber.
Oh man,
I could do the gas chamber.
Nah, see, I'm talking about like the ropes, jumping and climbing, the fun shit. I ain't talking about going to the gas chamber.
Marches and
yeah. Some of the shit looked cool, but
it definitely was.
All the yelling. My idea of what the military would have been like was on some Full Metal Jacket type shit, or some Forrest Gump shit where they just yelling in your face.
Shoot rounds away.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be like. So I'm like, nah, I'm good on
Because
that.
I can honestly say, like, my experience was like a comedy show.
Yeah, I would have been laughing. I'm too
It was a
goofy.
comedy show. It was
I
a
would've
comedy
been
show
laughing.
because, like, long as you didn't stand out, like, I remember, like, we had this dude came with, like, from Texas, had like a hot top with purple in it.
Yeah.
Oh man, they jumped on him like
Quick.
what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh shit, I'm standing there like, not trying to laugh, cause they gonna jump on your ass next.
Did they shave it off eventually?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, you know they shaved that shit. They was waiting for that shit. Like, they had all fucking 10 drill sergeants around him, like, get that shit off his head.
Get that stupid shit off his fucking head. I'd say even though I had a recruiter and he told me some information and stuff, I still feel like I went into it just oblivious.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know, talk about Full Metal Jacket. What was it, Full Metal Jacket with the shooting the rounds over the head and then somebody got?
I think that was.
I don't know.
It
One
was-
of the damn army movies.
Yeah,
they all pretty comedy to me.
All comedy.
I think it was because Jamie Foxx was in that one. But anyway, so I always heard about that. Like before I joined, I told my friends, like, yeah, I'm joining the military. Nobody believed me too at first. It was like, man, you lying, you bullshit. Like, I'm serious.
Got it out of there.
Yeah, you know.
Got it out of there.
So at the time too, I was working at Walmart. I was telling some of my good friends I was working with, like, yeah, I'm going to the military. I even told my parents they didn't even take me seriously. All right, like I had already signed the contract and everything, but yeah. So I went in like completely oblivious and just, you know, not knowing. And then when I saw everyone else, like they seemed like it was pretty calm. So you know, like most of them were white folks, like white Americans. So they come in there all charged and ready to shoot.
What
someone.
mindset did y'all have to go to put yourself on the line like that?
Either you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing. That's the mindset. You know what I mean is like you go in there completely blind and you're willing to just you know, learn and pick up what they're teaching you. And it do make sense though. What they're teaching you, what I would say is like there's a method to their madness and how they train you. And because like muscle memory, right? If something
They break you down.
pops off,
Mhm.
yep.
Like they said, they want to break us down and build us back up to something.
Right.
You feel me? And that something was strength, integrity, the core values some of them have, you know, so
Yeah.
they definitely do that.
Because I remember there was a convoy. Anyways, it was an IED. You know, long story short, I'll say a truck blew up and somebody fell out the turret. I never knew how to pronounce that word right, but basically it's like a hole in the top of the vehicle.
Mhm.
Somebody's-
The gunner.
Yeah, for the gunner. So the truck blew up and he fell out. And shoot, what they told me was that he just like, as soon as he fell out, he got right back up and got his gun.
Oh, he was ready.
Yeah, he was ready.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you jump and then you hop back up and you just get in that position.
Right. Instantly.
To yeah.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
So this like take me to my next question. We often ask, I know you was asked yourself, I was asked myself, like, as a black American, you know what I'm saying, what made you choose like the military, fighting a white man's war, as they say, you feel me what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, did you look at it like I'm fighting a white man's war, or did you see like, okay, I'm fighting next to, like, along with my brothers and my sisters, you know what I'm saying, for America?